Notary Public Rachel is involved in the following situation. 1. She is asked to take the acknowledgement of a deed conveying real property in New York State from ABC Corp. or Corporation. 2. The authorized corporate officer, Mr. Johnson, personally appears before Rachel and she knows him as the CEO of ABC Corp. 3. Rachel uses the Uniform Certificate of Acknowledgement form from Section 309-A, properly filling in all required details, including Mr. Johnson's corporate title. 4. Rachel attaches the corporate seal of ABC Corp. To the Certificate of Acknowledgement. According to the New York State laws provided, which of Rachel's actions comply with legal requirements? Now let's have a look at each of these actions and reference the law if necessary to help us answer this question. So once again, looking at action 1, she is asked to take the acknowledgement of a deed conveying real property in New York State from ABC Corp. or Corporation. Now, taking acknowledgements is of course well within the role and duties of a notary public, and it is being done in New York State, and therefore number 1 is in compliance, and we can put a check mark next to it. Action 2, the authorized corporate officer, Mr. Johnson, personally appears before Rachel and she knows him as the CEO of ABC Corp. If we have a look at Section 303 of the Notary Public License Law booklet entitled Requisites of Acknowledgements, it states, an acknowledgement must not be taken by any officer unless he knows or has satisfactory evidence that the person making it is the person described in and who executed such instrument. So in our case, because Rachel knows Mr. Johnson and knows him to be the CEO of ABC Corp., she is in compliance, and we can put a check mark next to number 2. Action 3. Rachel uses the Uniform Certificate of Acknowledgement form from 309-A, properly filling in all required details, including Mr. Johnson's corporate title. Well, if we have a look at that Section 309-A found in the Notary Public License Law booklet entitled Uniform Forms of Certificates of Acknowledgements or Proof within the State, this is indeed the section under which the Certificate of Acknowledgement should be executed, and therefore by doing so, Rachel is in compliance, and we can put a check mark next to number 3 as well. And finally, number 4 states, Rachel attaches the corporate seal of ABC Corp. To the Certificate of Acknowledgement. Now this is not in compliance because it is not for Rachel to attach the corporate seal of ABC Corp. To the acknowledgement, and therefore we could put an X next to number 4 as not being an action of compliance. With all this in mind, let's have a look at our 4 choices to determine the solution. Choice A states actions 1 and 2 only. Well, this is incorrect because action 3 is also in compliance, and therefore we can strike out choice A. Choice B states actions 2 and 4 only. This is incorrect because 4 is actually not a compliant action, whereas 2 is, but so is 3 and so is 1, and therefore choice B is not the correct solution either. Choice C states actions 1, 2, and 3 only. Well, this is the correct solution based on having check marks next to 1, 2, and 3, but not 4. But to be in the habit of looking at all 4 choices, let's have a look at choice D. Choice D states actions 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is incorrect because 4 is non-compliant, as I stated before, and therefore choice D is not our solution, which indeed leaves choice C, actions 1, 2, and 3 only, as the correct solution.